It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Nifty move. Room here to run. He did it again. Touchdown, 49ers. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Throwing to start the drive. Forbes. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. There you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run the option left side. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Byrne. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
.39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action Week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. Touchdown, LA! Well, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 85 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing on first down. Burns. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw. Byrne. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw. Byrne. Got a man. That's Colin Johnson. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36.
A 12-yard gain. It's now
7-7, our score after one.
The score time, 7-7.
And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And his kick is good. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line. 43 yards. 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 43 yards
On 1st and 10. Forbes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take over here up near the 40. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 96 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the...
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's when you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go after the football, right? You can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for Ross again. He finds him again. Touchdown! John Ross. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend as they have taken the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. McCaffrey on the counter. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast. That's
caught by Ware. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Looking to throw on second down. Bird, throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first.
Touchdown 49ers! Christian McCaffrey, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Niners have regained the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14.
Niners 17, Rams 14.
out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Down, they'll start out with Akers.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
To throw on second down. Forbes. A throw on the money to Rager. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And the 49er first down.
On first down, Byrne under pressure, and down he goes. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
It's 2nd down.
Off the play fake. Byrne. He's got it. This is Ware. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up alive. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 30, 10, 5, and with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed, indeed.
Joseph on for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Running lanes rode a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And some space here. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Forbes. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field that brings up 3rd down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
They'll look to throw again. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a letdown defensively because they had him stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
Back to throw again. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. John Ross with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now
Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
On second down, McCaffrey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. That time they're able to bottle him up, and he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. 134 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Byrne completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down. Byrne. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Rams will take over here at their own 14-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. A quick throw into the hands of Reagor. Just a gain of a couple there.
and it's second down.
A nice throw there. We've seen a lot of those from this young man. How would you assess, Charles, his first start thus far?
I think it's been everything that they could have asked for because he's handled all the basic things quite well. And even some of the wrinkles that have been thrown at him, he's shown a lot of poise throughout and made some nice plays.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And room to run as he's out past the 35-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's got room. Touchdown, LA! John Ross, 64 yards.
And the Rams are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing on 1st down. Byrne.
They'll find Ayuk open right side. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
2nd down and 3.
Operating from the gun. Byrne.
He's got Ayuk once again. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Byrne. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now. And if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and control of this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Aaron Donald now with his 2nd sack here on opening night.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. So a big sack for a loss of 4. It brings up 4th and goal.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 40-yard
Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. On the counter, this is Akers. And look at this for the second straight play. The 49er defense drops him for a loss. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Forbes. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. To throw on 2nd down. Byrne. Looking left side, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Looking to throw. Byrne. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.